Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Beata. It is a normal Thursday training session or information session directed at city directors, but it's open to a public and anyone can join in. If you would like to know a little bit more and pick up conversation with me further down the line of the screen, you're absolutely more than welcome to contact me on WhatsApp or on my email. Today, I'm going to be just sharing some information with you, and hopefully you're going to pick up a tip or two what to do and how to do stuff. And I'm going to be starting off with really very simple question. Give me an idea of how do you believe that we can make money with AIYellow.com? Because I've been with the company since 2011. And if you don't know it by now, I am an absolute poster child for AIYellow.com advertising, because I believe that it's an incredible product that brings value for money to our clients, as well as allows us to make a little bit of money on the side, she said, with a grin on her face. So today, I'm going to give you my side of a story. For me, the biggest thing about AIYellow.com is obviously the AI Yellow advertising spots, because it really gives our clients the online visibility and helps them to market the products and their services. The other way that we can make money is by selling the memberships, and alternatively, the third one that I believe is a big, shall we say, it's a money-making opportunity, is by trading in yellow trading coin, in YTCs. So those are my three things that I believe that AI Yellow really allows us to make money and profits through the company. As any other business, I really would like everyone to pay serious attention to your costings, running cost of the company or your business, and then selling and making always sure that you are selling at the profit, because our duty almost is to keep our companies in a black. So this is where I'm coming in so far. Before I'm going to start taking this webinar a little bit further, I would like to know from you, what is your biggest issue? What is your biggest pain? What do you really struggle with? Okay, with regards to our products, especially I'm talking about AIYellow.com. What is your biggest thing? And I'm going to start the ball rolling. So you can just keep typing on a chat box so I can pick up this conversation. But to share my side of a story, for me, the biggest thing always is to get a filled up order form. Because funny enough, getting money is not an issue, but to get clients to fill in their order form so I can actually build the adverts, it's a serious issues in my life. I don't know why, but this is just me. Okay, so if you've got any other issues, hey, let me know, and maybe we can come up with a solution to your problem, as we get along. Today, I'm going to be showing you something, and you're going to be seeing my screen. You're going to be seeing, obviously, a lot of my personal information. So don't be afraid, okay? We all have certain secrets. But what I would like you to look at, because there is such a big push for the freemium adverts, for the freemium memberships. And being a city director, I want you to take advantage out of it, because if you really and truly went out and you've got those free adverts coming into your portal, so what's in it for you, right? Okay, so let us see what's in it for you. And this is, again, my opinion, my personal experience. So hopefully you might actually take a tip or two from it as well. So when you're going to be inviting people through the freemium model, being it the actual free adverts, alternatively free memberships, whatever it is. But being a city director, there's obviously going to be a lot of free adverts because you're spreading the news and people's going to be taking advantage out of the free advertisement on the biggest online business directory in the world. And this is where I would like to really get you to start doing stuff from the practical perspective. If someone's going to sign up for the free advert, what it means is that the notification will be in your city director's virtual office. You're going to have to approve it. And instead of going out and just approving it blindly, this is where I would like you to start having the conversation with the clients. What I mean by this is that, just hold on, I need to let some people in. Sorry, there we go. Okay. What I mean by that is that if you're going to view this free advert and it's nothing, it's got no write-up, it's got no picture, but you're going to have the telephone number, get hold of those people and ask them to put a logo at least on it and do a little bit of a write-up, because that is the difference which is going to really take this free advert to the next step. Quite often I see adverts that what it is the telephone number and the address. And I'm like, okay, guys, so what do you actually do? So I'm starting a conversation with those people, obviously of the portal. And, if you don't want to improve your image online, then I'll approve it after a while. Either I'll approve it or I won't, but it depends. So what I'm trying to tell you, that this free advertisement actually might turn into paying clients, because if you're going to start the conversation with them beforehand, before publishing it, I believe it will show the clients that you do have their best interest at heart, and therefore that you will provide a good service for money. Therefore, the trust is being built, and therefore, later on to upsell them might be a little bit easier. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you. If it does, press 1. If it doesn't, press 0. And Brenda, I will get to your issues shortly. Okay, so now you've got this free advert that you published. On top of every single free advert, you've got this banner. As a city director, until such time that you cannot sell the banner, okay, and actually make some money out of it, my suggestion is put your details on it. So if people would like to get in touch with someone, you're going to make it so much easier for them. I hope that makes sense to you. And because I cannot pick up on Kurt today, we're going to be picking up on Brenda. So this is what I've done in Pretoria. In Pretoria, I've got about 500 free adverts, and every single advert would have your local AI Yellow representative, WhatsApp, because it's the easiest way to communicate with people. So yes, I do use WhatsApp on regular basis in all this information. So you might find that maybe email address is different, but what I'm saying is, for as long as you cannot sell this advertising spot, okay, then use it to your own advantage. So this is what's happening in Pretoria. And now we're going to be picking on Brenda, because Brenda is in Port Elizabeth, and there is a lot of, shall we say, free adverts in all of our areas. And I know this. So please, if you're going to do this, instead of having ads sponsored by AI Yellow, okay, why, for argument's sake, not say that ads sponsored by your local AI Yellow representative and your contact details? I hope that that makes sense to you, how you as a city director can really get this a bit of extra exposure. And even further down the line, when you're going to be selling those particular advertising spots, because believe it or not, you can actually sell those. You can be really generous and simply add it on to a client as at a minimum charge. Whatever it is, it's always some kind of an income for you. So if that's going to help you a little bit, that's great. Okay, and if it doesn't, then if you would like to have a little bit more clarification, please do me a favor and start typing something on a chat box so we can address it. But to make it really quite easy for you, what I'm trying to get across to you, that there is so much that we can give ourselves a little bit more publicity in the on the AI Yellow platform, that we can start spreading the news, that because we're inviting the businesses to advertise for free, and theoretically we're not making any money out of it, okay, there is a space for it, for us to be used for our own advantage. Okay, so this is the freebie that I'm talking about today. So Brenda is brave enough, and she says that it is one of my issues as well, getting the information. You know, if um, I don't have a solution for this, because my thing is that I need payment and a filled in order form. And I noticed that over the time, when I don't get the order form, or I get only partial order form, it's so time consuming for me to get the information in one shot. Okay, to actually start building a decent advert for everyone. And I'm just going to show you an example that I've got. Okay, so it's an order form that obviously we all have if we don't. So if you're going to be looking at it, there's a couple of things on the form. Number one is, okay, that it actually arrived on my desk in a PDF file. Bringing it in a PDF file, and I'm sure you guys got the same problem, it's, I can't copy and paste, which exposes me to making mistakes. That's the bottom line. Hence, I'm going to have to go back. I'm going to have to redo them. Hence, it's a waste of time. So I tend to train my clients to always send it through to me with the Excel, in the Excel spreadsheet form. Because to me, copy and paste from Excel to actual advertisement is so much easier. And it really eliminates a little bit of a, shall we say, the rate of making a mistake while building the advert. The other thing, which when you're going to be going out, and this is just me personally, and because I am a poster child for AIYellow.com, I would like you to really think about one thing, because I'm getting this foundation almost engraved into my sales team. And this is coming in when we go out and we start conversation with our potential clients. Let us just prep them up and educate them about the key phrase. Why is it so important? Why is it almost essential for the success of their business? I've done a number of webinars regarding key phrases, what and how. So I just want to touch on this topic a little bit, because to me, when we start the conversation, and I don't know how many of you actually have been there, you're going to sit down with the clients and we're going to agree for argument's sake that it's going to be handbags, Gucci handbag supplier in Pretoria. Okay. And that would be the key phrase. And as the conversation will go, what's happening then, it's a matter of, yeah, but hold on, I do shoes, I do belts, I do this and the other and whatever else. So suddenly it's becoming, it's not only handbags, but for this one payment of whatever you guys decide to have in, to have this advert as a key phrase, it's suddenly not only one thing, but it's 55, and they still want to do everything at the one price of, shall we say, I'm going to use myself as an example, for 3,950 Rand. This is not how it works, because that's going to take you to a stage where there's going to be so much more work for you to be done to have this advert indexing and showing off in search engines with all their key phrases. And I'm going to take it one step further. You know, those Gucci handbags in Pretoria? Yes, I know that she will supply the shoes and the belts and whatever else, okay? But just think about this. We agreed on one key phrase, which was Gucci handbags in Pretoria. 25 characters, and when you think about the characters, please keep in mind that a space counts as a character, okay? So now you've got this one block filled, and this is your agreement. This is what you're going to be marketing your advert or the client's advert on. Just because in the block next to it, you're going to have handbags and shoes and whatever else. So just in case someone would be looking on internet for Gucci shoes or Gucci belts in Pretoria, and this advert will be coming up as well. Take it from this angle that you're under promising and over delivering, which from my experience really will get you far longer lasting clients. Okay? So keep this in mind. It might suit you. It might give you a little bit of heads up. But always think about one thing. You asking for money to do something. So I'm going to round up the figures. This 4,000 Rand that we're asking for a pro ad pack, at least I'm asking in Pretoria, Cape Town, Pietermaritzburg, and George, because I am a city director in those 4 cities. If I'm asking for the 3,950 Rand for a business to have presence on the biggest online business directory in the world, you cannot have it all. You can't have your cake and eat it too. For this 4,000 Rand, I cannot advertise your handbags, your shoes, and your belts. Those are 3 adverts. Okay? If that makes sense to you and it's helpful in any way, please will you just press 2 for me? I would appreciate some feedback. If you've got any comments, I hope that you can type them up so we can address any other questions as well. Okay. The next slide that I'm going to be really touching very briefly on is building the adverts. And this is really my tip number 1. When you're going to start building adverts, okay, there is, to me, is a cardinal sin almost. It's no special characters. Okay? Seriously, no special characters. If you've got to, if you're looking at adding, shall we say, the brackets, especially the percentage signs, especially the hashtag, especially the end sign, okay? Try to avoid this. The reason for it is that in programming, those signs mean something. You adding those special characters into your adverts will inhibit almost your advert not to move up as quickly as they should in rankings, and therefore you're going to have to work so much harder to have them indexing on the search engine. I know that we are not promising indexation, but from my experience, when the adverts are built correctly, they are really indexing very highly, very highly. So try to keep it simple, try to keep your adverts pretty, and try to, uh, you know, really look out for the basics. Yes, I agree. No, they should be proofread. They should have no spelling mistakes. All of this little things that me being Polish is a bit of a challenge, I would say. But there are tools available. So let us just make it as easy for the algorithms and for the internet to promote AI yellow adverts. Okay, so this is what I'm going to say. The other thing which I want to start looking at your AIyellow.com business a little bit differently. I want you to look at it from a perspective that every single city director is a part of a group. So what I mean that we are part of a group is that we are part of Global Digital Cooperative, and we can sell those adverts almost anywhere in the world. All what we need is a city director to be in this particular city. For argument's sake, and we all know someone somewhere else. This is the reality. We all know someone somewhere else. So us sitting in South Africa, nothing is stopping us by selling the adverts, for argument's sake, in London, in Rome, in Paris, as long as we know that there is a city director in the city. Because this is where you can be in touch with those people and say, how much will you charge me for a code? Okay, so charging for a code, this is something that is, shall we say, up to be negotiated with the city director. So have your costings done before you're going to go and commit to your client. I hope that that makes sense again, okay, to you. So do not restrict yourself for doing business only in your area. It is usually easier, it is simpler, because we almost like natives to an area, and makes it easier for us to connect with business people in the area where we're from, because we know the culture and we know what the expectations are. So hopefully that will open your mind a little bit further. I know that Carolyn is pretty good and sitting as the city director of Randburg, selling the adverts on East Rand. Well done. All right, getting back to Brenda. With the freemium, the clients invariably uses this if their names have it in it. You know, yes and no. We can always direct clients. We can always advise clients. Um, I feel very strongly about this, that we know how AI Yellow operates. We know how to deliver the best value for money to our clients. Why not give them a heads up? Why not give them the advantage of, shall we say, having a better product, even though it is for free? So in my case, what I usually do is, when I see those, because quite often people will say, for argument's sake, building enterprises, PTY Ltd, and they will have PTY in the brackets. I will get hold of them and I'm going to say, look, before I'm going to publish the advert, please will you just take those brackets off, because it's got serious issues with indexation further down the line. So do yourself a favor, so you're going to have a little bit more visibility. All right, so this is really very much me for today. If there are no other questions, if there's anything I would like you to take off from today is, and I'm going to go back to sharing the screens, okay, because I really want you to think about it. Go to your city director's virtual office. Look at those banners that are available for sale right here and start to utilize them. So because I'm picking up on Brenda today in Port Elizabeth, I mean, um, this is what I meant by a free advert. Whoever Masword PC is, okay, if I would be Brenda, I would seriously get hold of them, because the difference between having this little bit of a write-up that you've got here and the picture, it's still a free ad, okay? It's still a free ad. It makes the difference if you're just going to look. Number one, PC. Are they computer specialists, software, hardware supplier? We do give them an opportunity to express themselves, to show off the company a little bit. Why not, even the free advert, why not have it at really higher standard that, normal telephone number, and let me use my imagination, what the Masword PC stands for, okay? The other thing is, because it's Brenda's turn to be picked on today, ad sponsored by AIYellow.com. Have a look. This is such a opportunity for you to really show off that you are the city director in Port Elizabeth. Utilize it. Utilize it. Who knows? I can tell you that actually, because of those free adverts and my telephone number being on the top, I do get quite a number of inquiries. So that might be a little bit more encouraging for you to go out there and spend the time getting to know how to put it together. Right, this is my short and sweet training session for today. I appreciate you spending the half an hour with me. If you've got any questions, please will you press 3 for me, press enter, and then start typing a question. And Brenda is so much on the ball. Thank you very much. If you've got nothing, then press 0 for me. From me to you, keep safe, keep healthy. I always say that try to have some fun while you're doing this. And hopefully we can all make money together further down the line. From me to you, have a good one. Bye for now. Oh, sorry, just before we're going to go, there's something else. There's going to be a city director's opportunities coming up. You see, this is what happens when you're blonde and it's after 5 and Beata just doesn't have cheat notes. So today, I want you to be something aware of it. Global Digital Cooperatives got a really strong partnership with Miltos. Miltos got a very strong partnership with Zoidpay and Tonix. For every city director, there will be an opportunity for additional income coming through Zoidpay, Hyperion Mall, and Tonix coming on board as well. So there is a lot of things that are going to be happening within the next 2 weeks. As soon as I'm going to get some numbers from Miltos, and I'm sure he will be sharing it with the team as well. Keep an eye on it. I had a look behind the tech. If you don't know it by now, for me, the Cardante card, it's, I like it. And I'm going to just stop it there, okay? I like the tech behind this. I like it, what it does. I believe, excuse me, that it's incredibly cost effective. So there's going to be opportunities coming through for city directors to make money. And I would really like you to look into this, because being a part of Global Digital Co-op, there's going to be so much more for us to go out there and present, shall we say, AI Yellow, UBIS, the Global Digital Corporate Memberships, as well as when we're going to add to it point of sale with great savings in fees, in banking fees to our clients. We're really going to become a technological, shall we say, advisory team to our clients. So keep an eye out for this. So Milta's got big stuff happening, and apparently it's coming really soon. To all of you who invested into ZoidPay, I believe the launch of ZoidPay, it's coming in the first week of March. It's going to be apparently opening on a platform which is going to be the public exchange. It's not an internal, it's going to be a public exchange backed by a bank. But as soon as the official announcements will be coming through, I'm sure Miltas and I, we will be sharing it with you further down the line. Okay. Yeah, absolutely, Brenda. This is what we call happy birthday to us all. From me to you once again, with all the additional information that I tend to forget. Have fun, enjoy it, go and make some money with AI Yellow. Utilize the free advertising spots that we have to promote yourself and your city directorship. From me to you, have fun. Bye for now.